Right, I've been trying to find ways to get my combat stats up, so I thought I'd give Scurrius a go. I've only ever done this on leagues. I've never actually done this on the main game, so it'd be interesting to see how well I do. Also, we really want to get the collection logs. Obviously, we'll want the spine, so also we could trade them in for prayer points. But other than that, just want the XP, because I've heard that Scurrius is very decent XP. So we're going to give it a go, see how many kills we can get. KC1 at the big rats for rune chain bodies. Probably should have bought some alch runes as well, because I didn't realise that I was going to get a bunch of bloody rune items. What is going to be my first Konar Slayer task? I knew it was going to be Black Demons. I just knew it. Right, just a little update. We are currently making some expeditious bracelets because I currently have a Black Demon Slayer task and I really can't be asked to do it. So I want to get this over as quickly as possible. So we're just making a handful of these so we can each kill count. Well, not each kill. Every now and then it will count as 2 kills instead of 1. So it shouldn't take as long. 70 magic has been unlocked. We can do a lot of stuff. No freaking way. I got that off an imp. Okay, I've stopped shaking a little bit because we're not in the wilderness anymore, but that is genuinely a crossbow. All my clan members are saying ow kit because I was asking about money earlier. I just got a crossbow. I can't even wield the bloody thing. Oh my god, that is amazing. 18 mil, and I literally killed an imp. Look, I killed 216 imps and I got a crossbow. What the hell? The crossbow is the first thing I got on my main as well. That is going in the tab. Oh, I'm still shaking a little bit. I cannot believe that happened. And there is 60 range. We can now wield the crossbow we have in our bank. Okay, I didn't realise that I could actually wield the crossbow without charging it. So, yeah. There's that beauty. Cannot believe we got that on an Ironman account, and especially at this lower level. The fact I didn't even have the level to wield it when I got it was absolutely amazing. Now the problem is, I cannot use it until I charge it with ether. At the moment, we only have about 800 ether, so I'm going to have to go back to Rev Caves to get some more. But there are a few PKs at my level, and at the moment I'm trying to get some more drops as Scold. Therefore, I don't want to get attacked and lose everything. So what I'm going to do, I am going to go and take a break, see if I can potentially come back here tomorrow and get some more kills. But yeah, fingers crossed we can get some more loot. Okay, we got a ancient crystal. It's kind of crap because it goes in your house, but we need a bunch more of those in the future. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but I don't need the ancient crystal just yet. I'm nowhere near being able to put the altar in my house, and I do plan on doing Revenants for a little bit longer. So I'm actually going to high alch this because I really need the cash at the moment to buy runes so I can get a load of magic XP and stuff. But yeah, we're going to high alch this and 150k added to my bank. There we go. So you can kind of get a rough estimate. Obviously, I got really lucky with the crossbow, so you're not guaranteed to get that every time. So if we open up the tab, obviously ignoring the crossbow, these were the things we managed to get. Yeah, decent. We got a couple of alchemies, a couple of runes, and everything else is just kind of useless. They're not very good for cash. But yeah, now I'm going to go and do some more goblins and hopefully get lucky at them. So I currently have a Wieldy Slayer task of Green Dragons, but at the time of this clip, I don't feel like doing that at the moment because there's a lot of PKs going around. So what I'm going to do a little bit of Giant's Foundry. I've not done this since I've completed the quest. It'd be really nice to do. I've spent a bit of time collecting some resources. If we quickly have a look at the bank here, we've got a bunch of Mithril Claws and some steel items that we can use on the Giant Foundry to try and get ourselves some levels. Also, this is pretty decent cash, early Ironman, and I mainly just want to get the Smither levels at the moment. But yeah, we're going to see how far we can get with this. I'm hoping this will get us a few levels with the claws and the battle axes and warhammers, and just see how we get on. Oh, and the actual main reason we are here is because I want the double ammo mode. So I need about 2,000 points. Fingers crossed we can get enough. And then eventually I'll come back for everything else. After we speak to Kovac, we get a level 60, which now means we can make mithril battle axes and dragon square shields. Not that we've got anything for that yet. Okay, well, I completely just missed that, but we've just hit 1500 total level with 62 smithing. And yeah, I'm really happy with the way this account's coming along. Obviously, there's a lot more progress to go compared to my main account, but I definitely plan on pursuing this account a little bit more than I used to. Obviously, we've been doing the Revenants in the previous clips, and obviously, I do plan on doing a bunch more questing. If we look at our quests, we've got just under 70 quests to go. Or 70 quest points to go, sorry, not 70 quests. So yeah, I do plan on doing that. Also, I do plan on doing things like we've got future grinds like TOA, Theatre of Blood, Chambers of Zarek. And yeah, so I'm just going to stick here for a little bit longer. I'm going to see how many points I actually need for this. Okay, we need another 500 points. I don't think I've got enough resources for that. So I definitely have to come back here in a little bit. Right, well, I've just had a check in the Kovac shop, and we actually have enough points to buy the double ammo mode, which is the whole reason we are here. So we're going to purchase one. That is the collection log, double ammo mold, cannot speak. Now we can make double cannonballs, make our cannonballs twice as fast, which is going to be good. But we do have to now go to Blast Furnace and make a ton of cannonballs, because I do... steel bars, because I currently have 12. So yeah, I'm going to go make a bunch of cannonballs, steel bars and cannonballs, and then I'll probably catch up with you later. Okay, so recently I've realised that I haven't actually claimed my books from after doing Horror of the Deep quest. So I managed to claim a Zami book, and also I bought the Book of Law. Obviously they're both damaged at the moment, so they're not really providing much stats, but they both do give a nice prayer bonus. So can't complain about that. Both give +5 prayer, which will help in the long run. Right, so I spent a little bit of time AFK at the PvP arena and decided to get enough points for the Scroll of Imbuing. So we have just under 300 points. I could have got a lot more, but I decided to stop there. So we're going to buy the scroll. I'm actually going to equip it to my salve amulet first. I know that you can unimbue these as well. So if you uncharge, yeah, so you can use this on as many items as you want, so we don't have to keep coming back here to get more. Probably in the future, I will probably get like one for each item that we need, but there we go. We now have the salve IE, which is going to give us a little bit more DPS at the Revenants. Dragon longsword drop, nice. Okay, so after high-alking some loot from Revenants, I've been killing the Revenant Hobgoblin. We actually managed to get a few alkaballs, as you can see here, and we are now at a 1 mil cash stack, which is absolutely amazing. I do want to go buy a cannon, but I also want to leave myself some money left over, so I'm probably going to get this to maybe 2 to 3 mil, and then I'm going to go buy a cannon. Dragon longsword drop. And we have completed the Path of Galofri, meaning we can now get ourselves a Warped Scepter, but we now have a bunch of XP lamps, which I am going to use, because I do want to get some Slayer levels and some Strength levels. Do not believe that gave me one. No, it did not. Slayer is 20k XP. That will give me a level. 57. Very nice. Mutated Zygomats. I don't think I'm ever going to be killing those. 5k Thieving. Very close to a level. And finally, 5k Magic. Nowhere near a level, unfortunately. But yeah, now we can go kill the Terror Birds and get ourselves the Warped Scepter. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time doing that, because it is a upgrade from a Fire Staff. I am so glad that didn't take so long. There is the Warped Scepter. I'm getting out of here. Nice. Right, so thankfully that only took us 19 KC to get the Warp Scepter, as you can see here. So we're actually going to charge it straight away, and I believe we can just chuck all of these charges in. And there's 219. Unfortunately, we don't have any more chaos runes, but I will go and buy some. And it looks like we only get 219 charges for that. But there it is. Absolutely amazing. A weird looking item, but I absolutely love it. It's not quite as good as a trident, I believe, but it's better than like Ironman Blast and that. So we'll definitely be using this at Barrows. I just want to go charge it a little bit more. Right, so I spent about quite a decent amount of money there. I think I spent about just under 300k, but we're going to charge this up with 1,000 charges. .10k, 1,000. There we go. We will need to buy some more chaos runes to be able to fully charge this, but I'm hoping if I take this to Barrows, I'll be able to get a bunch of those. But yeah, we finally have the Warp Scepter, and I can't believe how much this is worth, actually. 120k when it's charged, but like 200k when it's not. Okay, we are going to gear up and go do something else. I would go do Revenants because it is my current Slayer task, but unfortunately it is peak time for PKers, so I think we're going to just go do something else. I might try and get my stats up so we can wield Barrows armor, so 70 defense and a few other stats. Right, here we are testing out Barrows. Fingers crossed we can get really lucky RNG, and hopefully this isn't going to be too terrible. I'm hoping that the Warp Scepter and all this gear is going to do decent damage. Got some broad arrows, broad bolts from the Slayer Masters. Other than that, yeah, just fairly basic stuff. I've got a melee switch, I've got a range switch, and I've obviously got the Warp Scepter. Fingers crossed. We're going to start off with Darrock as always, and hope this doesn't take too long. Completely forgot that I have to talk to the wise old man first, so we can unlock the unlock Barrows basically. And there is the combat achievement that we needed for Barrows. We've now completed the easy tier. We can now claim the Gommel's Hilt 1. And that is all the brothers defeated for the first time ever on this account. Can we get anything from the chest on the first go? Sadly not, but we did manage to get the icon which is required for the quest. So I'm just going to take that upstairs to the strange old man, and unfortunately the ladder's over there. Okay, before we go ahead and turn in the strange icon, I am going to collect the easy tier for the combat tasks. I have completed a tier. And we get a antique lamp and the Gommel's Hilt 1. We can teleport to Trollheim using this. Unfortunately, it doesn't give us much else. It does give us a slight magic boost and range boost, which is actually quite nice. This will help out in Barrows a lot. But for now, we're going to use the antique lamp, or probably on Herblore. I don't think this one gives too much. I think it's about 5k. Yep, 5k. Right, now to give the strange icon to the Barrows brothers. But I am going to re-gear so we can go in for another kill. Okay, just going to hand in the strange icon to the strange old man. I don't think we get anything for this apart from completing the quest. Oh, we do. We get a lamp. That's pretty cool. 20k prayer. That's actually quite nice. That will give us a level. Barrows chest number 2. Nothing. Blood runes are nice though. And chest number 3. Ah, death runes are nice. 50k loot. Getting better. Hey, an elite clue. Nice. And for chest number 5, unfortunate. Hey, Laren's key. Well, I missed it. 70 hit points and a combat level. Right, there is 65 defense, also 85 combat. We can now actually go to Neve or Steve as a Go to Neve as a Slayer Master. Right, I've been putting this off for far too long. It's about time I buy a cannon. Done this quest a long time ago, so I'm gonna buy myself one now, and unfortunately it's 750k. But yeah, 750k going into this man's pocket. I do have to go make myself a bunch of cannonballs, which I do plan on doing. There we go. We don't need the mold and we don't need the instructions. We finally have ourselves a cannon. I'm going to quickly head back to the Enclave because I want to see how many cannonballs we do currently have. I don't think we've got too many. I think we've maybe got about 400, which isn't a lot. Cannon, yeah, 200. Okay, even less. Right, so I'm going to go spend a little bit of time making some steel bars. Do need to get some iron ore, unfortunately. Yeah, but I'm going to make some steel bars and make probably... I'm going to try and get maybe 10,000 cannonballs just so we can get our range level up a bit quicker. But for now, yeah, I'm going to go do that. Might go spend a bit of time at the blast furnace maybe, or just... I might go mining, actually, just to get some iron ore. Oh, just missed it. We've just hit 75 mining. Not really anything important unlocked in that. We can do essence mining. But I'm just going to stay here for a little bit longer because I want to collect a bunch of coal, and I also want to finally eventually get the mining outfit, the prospector gear. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time here, hopefully get ourselves a fair amount of nuggets in a short space of time. Right, potentially another chance at a stale baguette. Fingers crossed. A mithril simi. No, thank you. And 69 smithing. Almost missed it, but there is 70 defense. We can now build Barrow's armor. I'm going to stay here for a little bit longer because I want to get 75 strength. Quite nice to AFK here while I'm doing like bossing on the main. So yeah, a little update there. I forgot to do this when I completed as a treasure, and I believe if I speak to this person, I can buy the ancient staff. Sorry, I'm also going to buy myself a ancient symbol for when we finally get to doing the construction grind, because we need this to make the upgraded altar, so I can change my spellbook. Thought I'd end off with a bit of Puro, so I decided to go ahead and get the jar generator, and also I'm going to get a couple more implant jars because we have run out. So we're going to buy ourselves one jar generator, which will give us implant jars whenever we need it, which is nice. I think we can only claim 97, so we might have to collect another one of these in the future. But we do have a couple of implants. I might just give up one of these so we can have a few more jars here. There we go. So we have 3 eclectics and a few more jars. I'm going to open these up, see if we can get ourselves a quick medium clue. Gold bars. No, I think I got coins and a lantern. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything with those, but I'm going to continue with this for a little while. I do want to get to, I think, 83 hunter. Yes, 83 hunter, so we can collect dragon implants and then eventually get ourselves a glory from that. That would be absolutely amazing. Probably just going to mainly catch eclectics for now, just so we can get a bunch of clues. But yeah, I'll see you once we get to A level. Okay, after a couple of rounds of Puro, I've managed to collect 5 medium caskets. Obviously, we are after the ranger boots. If we can get those, that would be absolutely amazing. Cannot find the tab I'm looking for. We've only opened 2 clues in the past, and unfortunately haven't received any uniques. But any of the boot drops would be absolutely amazing. So fingers crossed. There is 2 uniques, I believe, there. It's not going to tell me, unfortunately, but I will just see the pop-ups. Yep, 2 uniques, so both the pages. Anything else? Firelighters. Gnomish Firelighters, not bad, and a Zamrock page 4. Nothing on that one. Some purple sweets is nice. And the final clue. Sadly nothing, but we did get a full adamant set. But yeah, some decent uniques there. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything mega rare, but if we look, 1 out of 115 collected, so yeah, the Gnomish Firelighter. And for the shared rewards, we are not very close. We need 2 more pages for each of the books we have collected so far. Well, it's been a while since I've checked Miscellanea, and wow, that's terrible. Unfortunately, I kind of completely ignored Miscellanea and didn't do any allocating, and I didn't want that. But yeah, I need to do the other quest so I can get some more resources. That's a royal trouble completed. We've now unlocked the ability to extend our rewards from Miscellanea. Oh, actually, yeah, we've got more points here, so I might chuck a bit into mahogany as well. So half on each of them. I want the maple logs for the fletching grind at the moment. I might change my mind in the future, but we'll see. Okay, I'm going to spend a few of my golden nuggets to unlock the hopper that is upstairs. I already have the upstairs here unlocked, but I would like to unlock the hopper so I don't have to keep coming down to use it. There we go, that's quite simple. I know we don't have any of the prospector outfit just yet, but that I will eventually work my way towards that. 75 fishing.